Hi Nora. So this is my video blog for this week. I say the same thing every week, but I don't know how to start these videos. So my week was, let's face it, my weeks are always hectic, and this week is gonna be hectic, and the week after, whatever. So I had a lot of things I had to get done. I had a quiz Monday, did fairly decent on it, and then I had a quiz on Thursday and a lab book due on Thursday too. Hopefully, I redeemed myself on biotechnology for that. I also actually had an issue with my entrepreneur class because he was being very hypocritical with because the idea we wanted to do for our group project, he shut down, and then when this other group presented this week, he was like, oh, you nailed it, and we're like, really? Because we said the same thing and you said you couldn't do that. But that's a whole different other story. So about my residence, well, we had our LC event, our Sky Zone. It was pretty chill, and I got to talk to a lot of Sarah and Angie's residents that I don't necessarily get to see or talk to, so it was a really good experience. And I got competitive. I like to win, and I won. Sorry, I had dodgeball, but so that was fun. I asked the residents, and they really enjoyed it, so I'm really glad that they had a great time there. So action plans, because you are reinforcing it, and I'm not sure if you're talking about me when you're saying it, so I'm just gonna cut, if you notice, I cut down my weekly rant to jump right into it. Okay, so resident one, gotta talk to Emily, the new resident. She just moved in this weekend. I didn't get a chance to actually speak to her. She didn't get a chance Saturday, and I also didn't get a chance to do it today because I had care and then the LC event and all those other things. So hopefully I'll be able to catch her in her room, because every time I knock on the door, she's either not there or in the shower or something, and I'm like, the timing is always wrong. So I definitely want to get to know her. I talk to her, see just a better understanding of her, and oh, not say what happened in Sadler, but just why did she end up in Shaw? Did she request the LC? What her major is? How is she getting along with the other residents? Or is she able to talk to the other residents? Are they being friendly? Just to find ways to make her feel comfortable. Okay, so another person that I have to talk to is the international student, John Ray, last person at the end of the hallway. Like I said in many other videos, he has continuously only said hey, hi, oh, how's your day, the generic conversation basically, and I want to push past that. So I know a lot of times they're either in their room playing video games, so I'm probably, if I hear them or something, I'm gonna stop by in the room and try not to be as creepy and awkward as I can be, and be hey, how are you guys? And because he usually hangs out with people that are from different other floors, so I'm just gonna try to talk to them, even though I don't know really anything about video games. I mean, I have brothers and I play video games, but I can't go in depth. But I'm gonna try to do that. And also, him and his friends like to hang out in the study lounge and with their computers and just do games, video games. So if they're in there, I'm gonna try to talk to them and talk to them as well. Also, some of the international girls. So there's Zoe, and then Georgia. I know I want to get to know Zoe. I know her roommate pretty well, Danielle. So I'm trying to think, like, and she also hangs out with Angie's resident James, who I'm also pretty close with. So, and James visits Zoe a lot. So when um, James visits her, or if I see James and he's like walking down the hallway, maybe I'll just like go with him and be like, hey, how are you? And just like hang out with them. That way it's not as awkward as me just like, hey, because I rarely see her like hanging out outside of her room besides like going to the bathroom and stuff. Like she's usually just in her room and like like chilling with like her roommate or James. So like if I see James heading that way, I'll definitely like try to like go with James and like be like, hey, just let you know I'm still alright. And same thing with Georgia. Like James hangs out with Georgia too, but probably not as much as Zoe. Probably because he probably has a crush on them. But so I'm just gonna use James as my leverage to get in and just like talk to them. Also, possibly talk to Gabby as well. Like I feel like I haven't seen her in a while, so definitely reconnect with her. And that's Georgia's roommate. So if I ever get into that space with James and talk to Georgia, I can talk to Gabby. And Gabby, I talked to her briefly about like the bio exam and how that went, but like I just want to like play catch up and be like, oh, how are things and stuff, because I'm finding it really hard to connect with the girls on the floor because they're more like to themselves, while the guys on my side, my wing, are more outgoing and energetic. So working on the girls are definitely gonna be one of my goals this year. And also talking to Kai. Like I seen Kai, but he's like in a group setting with the guys on my floor, and I'll try to like engage in conversation with him, but he's kind of reserved and he only speaks when like he has to speak, almost like he's not that like outgoing person. So I definitely want to try to have like another conversation with him, just to get to know him on a more personal level, like not personal, but like a better understanding, and just like to get to know him better. So that's another person, and he usually hangs out with like my very social boys, so like Benjamin and Mason, John, and them. So try to like talk to him as well. Okay, staff. So this recently just popped in my head. So one of the things that just came to my mind was that I'm thinking back on like the conversations that I do have with the RAs, and a lot of the conversations that I have are regarding RA stuff. Like I'm never like most of the time I'm not talking about like outside RA stuff with staff. And I just realized this because I was like, what would be something that I've recognized? And that's something I've recognized is that a lot of the time, and even then it can, even then it can get a little awkward, because like people who you normally don't talk to, you'll like try to find a common ground, and that common ground is being an RA. And then once you're done talking, it's kind of like, okay. But like, and a lot of like, I can't talk to a lot of the people about like classes, because like a lot of the like most of the staff is engineers, and most of them aren't taking the classes that I'm taking. So it gets a little complicated, and like I try to like start like a whole nother like a different conversation, but sometimes I can be a little too ratchet. So that doesn't really go well. But I'm definitely trying to like engage in a conversation that's like outside of RA based situations, because like I don't want to like just talk about RA stuff. Like there's other things happening, like classes, like friends or relationships, whatever. Like I feel like we should be as comfortable as a staff to like talk about stuff outside of RAs. Like it's good to talk about RA stuff, but it's also good to talk about other stuff. And my goals for next week, to implement these plans for the residents I haven't seen. Definitely touch base with Emily. Also, get my life together because I have 4 midterms, not this week, but the following week, and I don't know how I'm going to survive because, like, 4 midterms, that's so much fun. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be pretty tired for the next 2 weeks. So, yep, that's all I have to say for this one, and I'll see you again next Sunday. Thanks, Nora.